losses. And our Lady Panthers of Upper St. Clair with a record of 2 wins and 2 losses. And now let's meet the starting lineup. At forward for the Lady Falcons, a junior, 5'7" junior, number 13, Jessica Brooks. At center, a 5'7" junior, number 32, Ashley Fratto. At guard, a 5'5" senior, number 10, Mia Lanigro. At guard, a 5'6" senior, number 12, Kelly Barco. And at forward, a 5'7" senior, number 23, Jenna Luska. The Connellsville Lady Falcons are coached by Gary Thomas, who is assisted by Leanne Rice. And now, the starting lineup for your Lady Panthers of Upper St. Clair. At guard, a 5'4" junior, number 5, Haley Lohman. At forward, a 5'11" junior, number 22, Taylor Gensler. At forward, a 6-foot junior, number 44, Tori Bishop. At guard, a 5'7" senior, number 23, Grace Highland. And at forward, a 5'8" senior, number 50, Morgan Millett. Number 7, Lady Panthers are coached by Ernie Kuntz, who is assisted by Mike Guano, Gary Escamino, Greg Wagner, and Jim Kuntz.
Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is opening night, and I am Kevin McGahey back for another season of Upper St. Clair girls basketball. It's the opening home night, I should rather say, because I've already played 4 games. The Lady Panthers are in here with a 2-2 record already. We'll go over that in just a minute. They're 1-0 in the section, having conquered Cannon McMillan just last night. My cameraman, my videographer all night long tonight will be Bobby Reynolds. We're glad to have him along, and we will get the starting lineup set for you, as this is a brand spanky new home season for the Upper St. Clair Lady Panthers. You'll find out as the night goes along. It's a heavily upperclassmen laden team, a lot of juniors, a lot of seniors, and as we get started here, the starting lineup looks like junior guard number 5, Haley Lohman. Number 22 is junior Taylor Gensler. Number 23, senior Grace Highland. Number 44 is senior Tori Bishop, and number 50 is senior Morgan Mlinek. 3 seniors, 2 juniors to start the game, and away we go. The opening tip goes to the Lady Panthers. Grace Highland on the left side, Morgan Mlinek looking for help. Mlinek, sorry about that. And to the right side, the Panthers, as always, and since, I don't know even when, Ernie Kuntz is the head coach. A 2-pointer put up by Taylor Gensler, rattles out and rebounded by number 32 for the Connellsville. I didn't even mention that. The Panthers are entertaining tonight the Connellsville Lady Falcons. That rebound was by number 32. That's Ashlyn Fratto. And a rebound comes out to Grace Highland here on the near side. Haley Lohman across and throws a pass just behind, but almost get it up by Taylor Gensler. Not quite number 23 for Connellsville. That is Jenna Luska. And bring the ball across the timeline. Number 12 is Kelly Barco. Kelly's a senior. That is a... That basket by Jessica Brooks. That's a 2-pointer. And the Lady Falcons from Connellsville draw first blood. Grace Highland now with a long 3-pointer, rattles off the rim. No good. Rebounded by Kelly Barco for Connellsville. Well, it was a late call. We were looking for the call. It was actually apparently off Taylor Gensler, number 22 for the Upper St. Clair Panthers. Ball belongs to Connellsville. Kelly Barco bringing it in. Panthers playing a full court press right now. See if they can disrupt Connellsville. Connellsville's in here with an 0-4 record so far. 0-1 in Section 1. This is an on-section game. Connellsville from Section 1. Panthers play in Section 4. It's still Quad A and still counts. And that falls right into the hands of Ashlyn Fratto, the junior for the Connellsville Lady Falcons. And they have an early 4-0 lead on our Lady Panthers. Tori Bishop in the corner. It's out high to Haley Lohman looking for some help. The Connellsville Lady Falcons in sort of a 1-2-2 or a 3-2 zone. Attempting probably to cut down the long shooting. There's a long 20-footer by Grace Highland, and good. That was at least college range, but it does rattle home. Steal by Haley Lohman, brings it on the right side, looking for Taylor Genster underneath. Up and layup is good. Assist to Haley Lohman, bucket for Taylor Genster, and just like that, the Panthers have the lead. It's 5-4, 5 minutes 44 seconds left in quarter number 1. That one just sailed over the head of number 13, Jessica Brooks, for the Lady Falcons. Panthers with the ball. Grace Highland will bring it over by the scorer's table. Haley Lohman. Tori Bishop gets it to Morgan Malinek. Down to get to Taylor Gensler, up off the glass and in. Taylor Gensler. 4 points already for Taylor on 2 buckets, and Tori Bishop with a very nice assist. Lady Falcons beat the press, and number 10 on the floor, Mia Lonegro, another senior for Connellsville. She's got 2, and it's a 7-6 Panther lead. Panthers with the ball. Just over 5 minutes to go in the opening quarter number 1. Haley Lohman looking for some help over that 3-2 zone. Tori Bishop down low, spin move. Does it, Alex not to shoot. Haley Lohman brings it right back out. Back to Tori Bishop in the corner. Haley Lohman shoots the 3 from the baseline, rattles off the rim, no good. Rebounded by Kelly Barco, and the Lady Falcons take off the other way. Jessica Brooks on the left side against the defensive Tori Bishop. It's man-to-man by the Panthers. It almost always is. You'll see a rare zone. Like that, stolen away by Haley Lohman. Down the lane with the left hand up and in. Haley Lohman with the steal takes it coast to coast. Panthers lead 9-6, 4:15 to go. Quarter number 1. Lady Falcons get it across the timeline. Through the press for the Panthers number. Well, thought that was maybe a foul. To Ashlyn Fratto with a long jumper for 2. Cuts the lead down to 1. Panthers still lead. It's 9-8. Just now halfway through quarter number 1. 4 minutes to go. Haley Lohman out high. Long 3-point attempt by Grace Highland again. Drains it that time. Doesn't even bother rattling it off the rim. That long 3-pointer. And that is probably exactly what the Lady Falcons were trying to prevent with that 3-2. It's an unusual zone. You see a 2-3 zone a lot with 2 out by the free throw line and 3 across the baseline. The Lady Falcons are playing 3 across the free throw line and only 2 on the baseline to cut down that long shooting, but that's exactly what the Panthers have done. Grace Highland with 2 long 3-pointers to lead all scorers right now with 6. Taylor Gensler, number 22, the junior, has 2 buckets, 4 points. Haley Lohman in with 1 after that steal and drive just a second ago. Leading scorer for the Lady Falcons so far, Ashlyn Fratto. She's a junior, number 32. She's got 4. Jessica Brooks, number 13, with 2. And Mia Lonegro, number 10, also with 2. Inbounds. Taken away by the Panthers. Grace Highland has it now. Taylor Genster on the left side. Grace Highland back out front. The Lady Falcons stay with that 3-2 zone. 3.5 minutes to go, quarter number 1. Grace Highland again from 3-point range. Off the back of the rim, no good. Rebounded by Morgan Malinek. Offensive rebounds. Pays off every time. Taylor Genster will not take that long 3-pointer. Haley Lohman might. She does indeed. A really long one. Air ball. But Taylor Genster comes away with it. And the first personal foul of the game. Number 32.
Number 32,
Ashley Fratto. Comes up with her first team foul. Morgan Linick with a nice shot, comes up short. Taylor Genster with a rebound, puts it back up, and blue ball off a white hand. It's out of bounds to Connellsville. 12-8, Panthers lead. 3 minutes to go in quarter number 1. Long pass across the timeline. It's Ashlyn Fratto with the ball. 3-point attempt by Kelly Barco. Rattles off the rim, no good. Panthers come away with a rebound. Haley Lohman has it, racing it across the timeline. Panthers getting it quickly across the half court. Taylor Genser with a long 3-pointer from the baseline. Rattles off, no good. Rebounded by Jessica Brooks. And this is Jenna Luska bringing the ball across, all to the timeline. Taylor Genser almost had that one slapped away, not quite. Long 2-point attempt, air ball. Caught nothing that time. Taylor Gensler got that rebound, has the ball across the timeline. Timeout called by Coach Ernie Kuntz of Upper St. Clair. 30-second timeout. Wonder if he thinks things are getting a little. Wonder if he thinks things are getting a little out of hand right now. Panthers took a couple of bad shots just then. Well, they made it seem good at the time, but probably outside their range. What the St. Clair Panthers probably want to do, what Coach Kuntz is probably getting to them, is get that ball inside. That may be a much better option. Grace Highland, though, with those 2 lovely 3-pointers, still leads all scorers with 3, and no personal fouls yet. Substitutions for the Panthers. Now, number 24, junior Lauren Rita is on the floor, as is senior number 13 is Susan McLean. It'll be Panthers ball. Connellsville seems set. No substitutions for the Lady Falcons. But somebody seems to have spilled a drink over on the court just in front of the Connellsville bench. We'll do a little mopping chore, get that taken care of. That's a security measure. This floor can be slippery. If anything spills on it, they want to make sure that thing is perfectly dry before the game proceeds. Referee Walt Schran got things taken care of. We seem to be in great order here. Now here we go again. The Panthers with the ball. Grace Highland now. There's Susan McLean, just came on the floor for the Panthers. Just 2 minutes to go now, quarter number 1. Panthers lead 12-8. That one was a pass, was at the feet of Morgan Malinik. Scoots out of bounds, and that turnover sends the ball to the Lady Falcons. Panthers still with that full court pressure. Jenna Lusko gets it right back out. Well, Neil Lonegro had a notion. She did not end up shooting it. Just inside the 3-point line and puts it up, rattles it off, and no good. Rebounded by Ashlyn Fratto, blocked by Tori Bishop. And that rejection gives that ball right back to the Panthers. Let's see what we can do with it now. Working it beyond that front line of defense. Grace Highland, Morgan Malinik. Susan McLean gets it down to Tori Bishop. That's what Coach Kuntz was looking for. Up for the layup, and good. Tori Bishop for her first 2. She's a junior. And the Panthers stretch the lead to 6 at 14-8. Largest lead of the night. We're still early. It's still quarter number 1. Long 3-point attempt. Rattles off the rim. No good. Gathered up, though, by Kelly Barco for Connellsville. Kelly Barco again. Jenna Lusko off the rim, no good. Rebounded by Morgan Malinik, off to Grace Highland. And Susan, back to Grace Highland to bring that ball up across the timeline. Under a minute to go now, 50 seconds to go. First quarter. Panthers lead by 6, 14-8. We'd like to see them get one more before the end of the quarter. They still are working it down low to Tori Bishop. She gathers it in, back out to Lauren Rita, rattles off the rim, no good. Susan McLean gathers it back in, back to Tori Bishop down low. Left side. Missed, but rebounded again by Lauren Rita. Grace Highland now, long 3-point attempt by Susan McLean, swishes it through. My goodness, that thing was about to bring rain, and indeed the long-range shooting of the Panthers has paid off here with 3 3-point shots in the first quarter. Connellsville was working it down low. Actually, Ashlyn Fratto had a pretty good shot. She probably should have taken it, and there's the first personal foul of the night for the Panthers. First quarter's almost over, and that is Lauren Rita. That'll be a shooting foul.
Number 35, Rachel Starr, and number 42, Rachel Broadland.
2 substitutions for the Panthers. Now Rachel Starr, number 35, is senior on the floor, as is Rachel Broadland, number 42. Not a shooting foul, my mistake. 8 seconds now, 7, 6. Connellsville with a long, nope, not with a long 3-pointer. Will they get a shot off? Indeed, it does go. It does, and it drops. Jenna Luska, number 23, drops that one through. And at the end of the first quarter, the Panthers have a 17-10 lead over the Connellsville Lady Falcons. And so far, Panthers have spread out the scoring, as have the Lady Falcons. So far for the Panthers, Grace Highland still leading all scores on those 2 3-pointers. She's got 6. Taylor Gensler, the junior, number 22, 4 points on 2 baskets from down low. Susan McLean with that long 3-pointer we just saw where she nearly hit the doggone ceiling with it. It ended up swishing straight through. She's got 3. The guard, junior number 5, Haley Lohman with 2. And Tori Bishop, the junior number 44, also with 2. So all the starters, 4 of the starters are in the scorebook for the Panthers. That all adds up to 17, and only 1 personal foul. That was by Lauren Rita just now, so no foul trouble anywhere. The referees are letting these guys play. For the Connellsville Lady Falcons, Ashlyn Fratto, the junior, leads with 2 buckets, 4 points. Jenna Lusko, by virtue of that one we just saw, has 2. Jessica Brooks, number 13, the junior, also with 2. And then Mia Lonegro, number 10, the senior guard. She also has 1 bucket for 2 points. Connellsville starts off quarter number 2 with the ball, trailing by 7. Man-to-man defense still being put on there by the Lady Panthers. No substitutions for the Connellsville Lady Falcons. It's the same 5 they started with. Kelly Barco drives into the St. Clair defense. Fakes the shot and traveled. There's a pretty good fake. Drew the defense right off their feet, but she must have gotten happy feet. Shuffled one. The traveling violation results in a turnover. Panthers with the ball. Grace Highland bringing it up across the timeline. Lauren Reeder, number 24. Rachel Broadland gets it right back out to Susan McLean. Right back down low and off the hands of Jenna Luska. For Connellsville, ball belongs to the Panthers onto their own basket. Lauren Reed on the inbounds. Panthers working the ball around that zone. Lauren Reed again from the baseline. Susan McLean elects not to take it. Thing to do to beat that zone is swing that ball back and forth, make the zone move. Lauren Rita off the rim and on the rim again. No good. Rebound tied up. Possession arrow will belong to the Panthers since the Lady Falcons started the quarter with the ball. No scoring so far in the first minute of quarter number 2. Panthers with the ball. Grace Highland with a long 3-point attempt. Rattles off the rim. No good. Lauren Rita grabs it in. Inlet pass to Rachel Broadland, was knocked away by Connellsville. Mia Lonegro with the ball right now, facing the Grace Highland defense. Looking for motion. Oh, the Panthers have gone to a zone. 2-1-2, 2-3 zone by the Panthers. Rachel Starr with a reach over, and the basket is good by Jessica Brooks.
Foul's on number 35, Rachel Starr.
Foul on Rachel Starr, her first, second team foul.
St. Clair's second team
And now
foul.
Jessica Brooks steps to the line to see if she can complete the 3-point play with 6:30 left to go in the first half. Rattles it off the rim twice, no good. Rebounded by Rachel Starr, brought up the left side now by Grace Highland across the timeline. In the corner, Susan McLean with a 3-point shot, and that one misses long. Rebounded by Rachel Starr. There, Lauren Rita for her first 2. Panthers do well with the work of the ball. They're stolen by Grace Highland down the right side for the layup. Up and off the rim, no good. Rebounded by Mia Lonegro, and personal foul by, looks like Rachel Starr again. We'll know that in just a second. Little pushing foul. Rachel Starr again, yep. That's her second, third team foul. Panthers still with a 7-point lead. Now it's 19-12. 2 minutes gone in the second quarter. Substitution Taylor Gensler back on the floor for the Panthers. Of course, she is the junior forward, and Susan McLean takes a spot on the bench for now. She'll be back. Reaching by Taylor Gensler. Trying to knock the ball away from Jessica Brooks. Didn't quite work. That's Taylor Gensler's first personal. 4 team fouls for the Panthers. Only 1 team foul for Connellsville so far. Panthers back to man-to-man. Sort of a man-to-man half-court defense, knocked away by Susan McLean. Up the left side, poked away by Susan McLean, but off the foot of Rachel Broadland. That'll belong to, not off the foot of Rachel Broadland, sorry, off a blue foot. Ball belongs to St. Clair. Now Connellsville with full court pressure. Looks like a full court man-to-man. Panthers center it, beat it across the timeline. Haley Lohman finds Lauren Rita down low, but she did not look it into her hands. Ball oozes out of bounds. Panthers still with a 7-point lead. It's still 19-12. 5:45 to go first half. Man-to-man, back to man-to-man. Panthers switching up these defenses back to man-to-man right now. Dribbling down the lane, and it looks like another personal by Lauren Rita picks up this one. That is her second. 5 team fouls. Connellsville maintains possession of the ball under their own basket. Long three-point attempt. Rattles off the rim twice and in. That's by Jessica Brooks. Leading score now, 7 points for Jessica Brooks. Lauren Rita for 3. Well, that's refreshing to see. She's got all 5 points the Panthers have scored this quarter rather. 5 points for Lauren Rita. 4 3-pointers on the night for the Panthers, and another Panther personal foul. Rachel Broadland picks this one up, number 42. That's now 6 personal fouls. Grace Highland back on the floor. Lauren Rita takes a quick breather. Panthers maintain that 7-point lead. It's 22-15, and the little pass behind. Jessica Brooks sails out of bounds into the stands. That means Upper St. Clair gets the ball back against full court pressure, full court man-to-man pressure. Rachel Broadland to the right side, Susan McLean. Right back out for just a 3-pointer, barely outside the line, rattles off the rim, rebounded by Grace Highland, up and off the rim, no good. Rachel Broadland on 3 offensive rebounds. 4 offensive rebounds on that string. Very nicely done by the Panthers. Taylor Gensler had it. Who's the personal on? That personal's on Jenna Luska. That's her first. Only the second team foul for Connellsville, but that'll be 2 shots at the line for Taylor Gensler. She's already got 4 points in the first quarter. It's her first attempt here in the second. Drains the first one. Nice form, nice result. And she makes them both. 9-point lead now for the Panthers. It's 24-15. Connellsville trapped back in their own zone, and timeout called. Actually, Mia Lonegro was in some pretty deep trouble, double teamed by 2 Panthers, unable to get that ball out of there. Trapped against the sideline, just like the defense wants to play it. That's a trapping, full court pressure. Timeout taken. And the Panthers have expanded that lead they had. They had a 7-point lead heading into this quarter. It's now 9 at 24-15 in this quarter. All the scoring done, 5 points by Jessica Brooks, number 13 for Connellsville. And Lauren Rita also with 5 on the with 1 gracious 3-pointer. And 2 for 2 from the line so far this quarter with Taylor Gensler. 24-15, 4 minutes 35 to go in the first half. Ashlyn Fratto with the ball out front. Jenna Luska to Mia Lonegro. Runner in the lane, off the rim. No good. Rebounded by, who comes up with it? Connellsville comes up with it. Kelly Barco dribbles out with it. Into the lane and off the rim. No good. Another offensive rebound by the Lady Falcons. Layup up off the rim that time and held out of there by Haley Lohman. A couple of good chances by the Lady Falcons. Just rattled off. Panthers get the ball back. Rachel Broadland down low, spin move off the glass, no good. Taylor Gensler, the rebound, cleans that up, gets him back again. Well, offensive rebounding working for the Upper St. Clair Panthers. And Taylor Gensler Ashlyn Fratto with that foul. That's number 32, the junior for Connellsville. That's her third team foul. Taylor Gensler, so far 3 for 3 from the line. Total is 7 points. 2 substitutions for the Panthers. Number 44, Tori Bishop, back on the floor. Rachel Broadland will sit out. And Morgan Malinik, number 15, the senior, also on the floor. Taylor Gensler with her second. Also drained straight through. Good form, terrific result. 4 for 4 from the line this quarter makes it an 8-point night so far for Taylor Gensler. It's 11-point Panther lead at 26-15. Connellsville now having some trouble getting this full court pressure. And a 10-second call. There was enough trouble there, enough pressure from the Panthers. They took all the 10 seconds they were allotted. And that's a turnover, sends the ball over to the Panthers. Haley Loma now at half court. Grace Highland, 3:35 to go. Taylor Gensler right into the hands-up defense. All right, kids, if you're watching, that defense just put on by a number 13, Jessica Brooks. You want to play with your hands up, and that's why. Sometimes you collect one of those deflections on what you thought was an easy pass. That's just plain good defense. Morgan Malinik. Out front, right side now, Grace Highland. Connellsville still sticking with that 3-2 zone. Oh, Morgan Leonard threw it right behind Taylor Gensler. Taylor Gensler was cutting to the basket. Pass came in behind her. On the way to the bucket was Jenna Luska. Looked like Haley Lohman. No, it's Grace Highland. That's her first. That's the 7th team foul. That puts Connellsville in the 1-and-1. And a timeout called. What I don't know is, was that a shooting foul or is it a simple 1-on-1? We'll find out in just a second. 4 points this quarter for Taylor Gensler, 4 for 4 from the line. That gives her 8 for the night to lead all Panthers scorers. Grace Highland still hanging in there in second place with 2 3-pointers. It's the fouls that are now causing trouble for the Panthers. They had exactly 1 personal in quarter number 1. Now they've had 6 this quarter. The total is 7.
Number 23, Jenna Luska.
At the line for the Connellsville Lady Falcons is Jenna Luska. It is a 1-on-1. It's a non-shooting foul. Jenna has 2 points already tonight. This is her first free throw attempt. Up and rattles off the rim. No good. Tori Bishop with the rebound. Out to Taylor Gensler, and the Panthers are on their way across the timeline. Half-court offense set up. Morgan Malinik now. Grace Hyden with another long 3-point attempt. Rattles off the front of the rim. No good. Gets her own rebound. Drives to the bucket, up and off the rim. No good. Tori Bishop with a rebound and the attempt, and draws another 2-shot foul. The offensive rebounding. Panthers doing a great job with that. This foul is on Kelly Barco, number 12. She's a senior guard for Connellsville. That's her first 4 team fouls, but it's a 2-shot foul. Tori Bishop to the line for her first free throw of the night. She already has 2 points. Make it 3 right off the back of the rim and down. And she'll get the one more. Panthers now with a 12-point lead at 27-15. Second one down and barely touched the rim. 2 for 2. Panthers now 6 for 6 from the line tonight. Connellsville beats the press. 2:35 to go, second quarter. Panthers man-to-man. They're trapping down low, and indeed they're causing the turnover. Ashlyn Fratto had the ball. The trapping zone got her. She dribbled it on the end line. Ball belongs to the Panthers. Full court pressure again by Connellsville. Ball tipped out of bounds. Haley Lohman. Haley Lohman was passing it backwards. It was tipped out of bounds by Connellsville. Ball belongs again to the Panthers. Grace Highland. Morgan Malinik. Morgan Malinik pushed out of bounds by Jenna Luska. That's her second 5 team fouls for Connellsville. 2:20 to go, second quarter rather, first half. Tori Bishop, yes, that one's going to count. Tori Bishop continued that play nicely after she got bumped.
23, Jenna
And that is trouble for Connellsville. That's the third personal on Jenna Luska. Looks like Collins will have some wholesale substitutions here coming right up. Tori Bishop drains it through. My goodness. Panthers 7 for 7 from the line tonight, and that has gone a long way toward a 16-point Panther lead right now with just over 2 minutes to go in the first half. Connellsville substituted a whole brand new team in there. We'll get all the numbers and people for you in just a minute. Number 24 is Kara Butler. Number 31, that's Kelsey Seaman. She's a sophomore.
Fouls on number 24 for Connellsville.
Well, that didn't take long. Panthers stole the ball, and it was a foul by Kara Butler. She's in the scorebook. That's a 17th foul. This is now 1-1. And the bonus free throws, Haley Lohman, her first attempt from the line tonight for the 1 and bonus. It's up and it is down. Looks like Ernie Kuntz has been doing some free throw drills here because the Panthers are perfect from the line so far. 8 for 8. Substitution number 20 will be on the floor for the Panthers.
Game for St. Clair, number 20, Hannah Siegfried.
This is Anna Siegfried. She's a freshman. Haley makes them both. 9 for 9 from the line in the first half. Steal by Haley Lohman to the left side. Morgan Malinik up and in. Morgan Malinik, her first points. Now 2 minutes to go. The trapping full court pressure stolen and change of possession. It'll belong to Connellsville, but that's terrific defense by Morgan Malinik, number 50. And it's a 20-point lead right now for the Panthers based on that flurry we just got over. 35-15. Connellsville now getting it across the half-court line. Fumbled, and who's it going to get to? Haley Lohman has it. Panthers end up with it. Grace Highland turns and hustles it down into the forecourt. Finds Tori Bishop down low with the left hand up. No good. A rebound by who's got it? It's a scrum. It's a my goodness, some aggressive play there.
Number 12, Jordan Sirio. And number 35, Rachel Starr.
Another substitution on the floor for the Panthers is number 12, a freshman, Jordan Sirio. Comes from good parentage and a good lineage here in Upper St. Clair, the daughter of Susie McConnell Sirio. Meanwhile, Tori Bishop with the inbounds play and the layup. 9 points tonight for Tori, and it's a 22-point Panther lead. Stolen away by Morgan Malinik. To the left side, there's Jordan Sirio. Finds Rachel Starr, number 35, and a Connellsville foul will send Rachel Starr to the line. Number 15 is Taylor Napolillo.
Fouls on number 15 for Connellsville, Taylor Napolillo. Her first Connellsville aid.
And the free throw shooting continues. We'll look at Rachel Starr's in the scorebook with her first free throw. She'll get one more. Rattles off the rim. No good. First miss tonight for the Panthers. Rebounded by Morgan Malinik. Back out front. And a Siegfried down low. Morgan Malinik with the left hand. Up and off the rim, or off the backboard rather. Good 4 points tonight for Morgan Malinik. Defense by the Panthers. Off the hands of Rachel Starr. Ball still belongs to the Lady Falcons. Meanwhile, the Panthers have gone wild here in the last 2 or 3 minutes, increasing what was an 11-point lead now to 25 in the twinkling of an eye, with good free throw shooting, superb defense. There's another piece of good, excellent defense. Lauren Rita with the steal with the left hand, no good. Rebounded by Jordan Sirio, but she dragged that back foot. Traveling violation sends the ball over to Collins with just under a minute to go now. 50 seconds and a 25-point Panther lead, 40-15. That pass had a little too much on it. Kelsey Seaman had a notion to get it over to this side, to the near side, to number 30, Lauren Harvey, who's a freshman, but it sailed over her head out of bounds. And with 40 seconds left, Panthers have one more possession before we come to the conclusion of this first half of the opening home game of the 2009 and 10 season. 28 seconds now. Panthers still working around that zone. Lauren Reed to this side. Still with the ball off the end from Anna Siegfried. Anna Siegfried down low. Tori Bishop with the left hand up and good. That's the way I like to see it. 11 points for Tori Bishop. And the first half comes to an end with a flurry. But the Upper St. Clair Lady Panthers will take a quick break here. It's a 27-point lead, 42-15. Stay with us, everybody. We'll be right back for the second half. We are back, everybody. Kevin McGahey back with you for the second half of tonight's contest between the Lady Panthers of Upper St. Clair and the visiting Lady Falcons from Connellsville High School. Bobby Reynolds has been doing the videography all night, and I guess he'll be with me for the rest of the match here. Meanwhile, how about a quick scoring summary? Well, it ended up being a pretty low-scoring affair in the first quarter, with the Panthers outscoring the Connellsville Lady Falcons only 17-10. But in the second quarter, the Panthers exploded for 25 points to bring that lead now to 42-15. Only 5 points scored by the Connellsville Lady Falcons in the second quarter, all of them by junior guard Jessica Brooks. So for a quick scoring summary, leading all Panthers so far is Tori Bishop, the junior. She's got 11 points. Taylor Gensler, 2 for 2 from the line, and well, two buckets from the floor, 4 for 4 from the line for 8 points. 2 3-pointers for Grace Highland for 6. Haley Lohman has 4. Long 3-point attempt by Jessica Brooks rattles off the rim. Haley Lohman scrambles out of there with it, and the Panthers have control again with 15 seconds gone, quarter number 3. Skip pass, Taylor Gensler from the right side, up and down for 2, Taylor Gensler. 10 points tonight for Taylor Gensler. Rattled up and down, rebound, knocked away by Taylor Gensler. Haley Lohman comes out with it. Grace Highland racing up the right side. Pants on the attack again. Haley Lohman probably should have gone to the bucket. Taylor Gensler, though, from about 14 feet. And Taylor Gensler drains another one. 2 quick buckets for the Panthers, and the lead is now 31, 46-15. Panthers back in playing a zone again. They saw a little bit of that in the first half. Rebound tipped into the hands of Morgan Malinik, and the Panthers with a 4-0 break. Grace Highland then with a left hand.
Grace Highland with a layup, assist from Haley Lohman.
And it's in a quick 6-point run for the Panthers in just over a minute here in the third quarter from the right side up and off the glass. That one is good by Jenna Luska. 4 points tonight for Jenna. Taylor Gensler again. Morgan Malinik in the lane, rattles it off the backboard in the rim, no good, dragged down, and it's a jump ball. It'll be Panthers possession. Skip pass to Grace Highland, right at the front of the rim, no good, rebounded by Jenna Brooks for Connellsville, and the Lady Falcons now bring the ball across the half-court line. Hands, and the nice hands is stolen away by Grace Highland. Coming the other way, Haley Lohman from the right side. Finds Taylor Gensler on the left end with the left hand. Taylor Gensler. Mercy, 6 points, and has taken the team lead now with 14 on the night for Taylor Gensler. The fast break and some great defense working like a charm for the Lady Panthers. It's up and rattles off the rim, no good. Taylor Gensler in the scorebook again. Another rebound for the Panthers. Haley Lohman racing it up down the lane and no good. That'll be a foul by number 10, Mia Lonegro.
Number 1.
That's her first team foul of the second half.
Fouls on number 10, Mia Lonegro. Connellsville, Haley Lohman to the line for 2.
Haley Lohman steps to the line for 2, up and down. Premier free throw shooting for the Panthers. 3 for 3 from the line tonight for Haley. She'll get a second. It's off the rim, no good. Rebounded by Jenna Lusko for the Connellsville Lady Falcons. Hands up, and Morgan Lennox steals it away. Haley Lohman leading the pack. Morgan pulls up, gets it in the hands of Grace Highland. Down low to Tori Bishop. From the baseline, three-pointer, and down for Grace Highland. Grace Highland. 3 3-pointers and 11 total points for Grace Highland. And the Panthers have come out like a house of fire in half number 2. Just 3 minutes gone, but they've extended that lead now to 54-17. Grace Highland seems to have gotten a travel called. Meanwhile, Grace Highland under some distress on the other side. Looks like she got knocked heads and may have... she is in some serious distress. The two of them banged heads together. Looks like Grace might have taken the worst of it. Can't tell if it's in the nose or the mouth. But it looks like she will be headed to the trainer's room. Hope she's all right. Oh, while the Panthers get things cleaned up and organized here, already in the third quarter, the Panthers have outscored the Lady Falcons of Connellsville 12 to 2, extending that lead by another 10 points. They enjoyed a 42-15 lead at halftime. That's another 10 points wide. 6 of those points by Taylor Genster, with 14 total points on the night for Taylor. And indeed, Grace Highland headed toward the locker room. We hope we'll see more of her later on. Meanwhile, it is Panther ball under their own under the Connellsville basket. Susan McLean in the game now, knocked away by Mia Lonegro for the Lady Falcons. 5 minutes left in the third quarter. Panthers with a hefty lead, and Lauren Rita bring the ball up the left side now. Back to Jordan Serio, way out front. Lauren Rita had a notion, but she ended up not shooting it. Probably a good choice. Rachel Brawlton, number 42 in the game. Lauren Rita with a head fake to the baseline, up and right off the rim, no good. Brought out of there by Rachel Starr. Rachel Brawlton, now number 42, takes a quick move and lofts it a little too hard. Over the rim. Mia Lonegro. Good dribbling skills. Gets it to the right side for Kelly Barco, who passes it now around the horn. Jenna Lusko with it, and the shot well off the backboard and rebounded by Lauren Rita. Thrown into the Connellsville bench, but tipped out of bounds by Mia Lonegro. With 4 minutes to go, it's a 54-17 Upper St. Clair lead. Susan McLean back to Jordan Serio. Left side, Lauren Rita chooses not to take the three-pointer. Rachel Starr, Panthers taking a lot of time, and a three-pointer rattles off the front of the rim. Rachel Starr yanks it out of there. Susan McLean now with a three, looks good from here, rattles again off the rim, rebounded by Jenna Lusko. And the Lady Falcons on the run, left side Mia Lonegro, yeah, but she got happy feet. She took a couple of more steps than she was entitled to. And it's a timeout, Connellsville. I'm sure Coach Gary Thomas wants his charges to, well, maybe slow down the game a little bit. The Panthers are now running away with this thing with defense, fast breaks, good buckets, and a 37-point lead at 54-17. No second half foul trouble for the Panthers yet at all. They still, we still have the 7 fouls we started with in the first half. Scoring, though, Panthers exploded once again. Now, as I said, Taylor Genster leading all Panther scores with 14. Now, Tori Bishop with 11, and Grace Highland, who just went off the floor after a head-to-head collision. She's in there with 11. We hope to see her back on the floor, but she is still in the trainer's room. We haven't seen her come out yet. Jordan Serio into the Connellsville trap and stolen away. Stolen right back by Lauren Rita. Back to Jordan Serio. The Panthers have it again. Rachel Starr now heading it up the floor, right side. Lauren Rita 3:20 to go, third quarter. 54-17 Panther lead. Passed by Susan McLean, yanked out of there. Stolen away by Kelly Barco, and Connellsville on the offense again. Into the lane. Panthers playing about looks like a 2-3 zone defense. Don't think Connellsville got the firepower to shoot over that. Let's find out. That one's off the rim, no good. Rachel Starr with a rebound. Into the Connellsville defense. Now the Panthers with it. Well, they had a 3-on-1 break, but Rachel Barlin chose not to take it across the timeline. Jordan Serio, Lauren Rita for three. Front of the rim, no good. Rebounded Rachel Broadland, looking for Susan McLean, and tapped away by the Lady Falcons. There's Jordan Serio way out front. Lauren Rita. Panthers taking a good old time now, which is a good thing. Susan McLean. Lauren Rita, nice head fake. Just steps in the lane. Short, then rebounded. Grabbed there by Kelly Barco. Left side now. Connellsville quickly into the forecourt. Nice left-handed bucket by Kelly Barco. Her first points of the night. Lauren Rita. Just under 2 minutes to go now, third quarter. Rachel Starr looking for Rachel Baldwin. Didn't find her, but knocked the ball back out front. Panthers gather it back in. Jordan Serio. Susan McLean, Rachel Starr from about 16 feet, front of the rim, no good. Almost got her own rebound. Instead, it's gathered up by Ashlyn Fratto for Connellsville. Minute and a half left, knocked away in the hands of Jordan Serio. Out front to Susan McLean. Should be an easy layup from the right side. Susan McLean, her first point since the first quarter, 5 on the night for Susan McLean. 56-19, Panther lead. Knocked away, gathered by Rachel Starr. Susan McLean now from the right side, looking for help, doesn't have any, takes it right to the hoop. Over the rim, no good. Rebounded by Jenna Lusko for Connellsville. Up across the timeline, quickly into the forecourt. From the left side with a scoop shot up and no good. Looks like a personal foul. Probably Rachel Broadland. We'll find out what the official has to say. Indeed, that's Rachel Broadland. First, that's her second. First second half team foul. And Jenna Lusko goes to the line for the Lady Falcons, shooting 2. Front of the rim, no good. She'll get one more. That one's down and good. 1 for 3 from the night for Jenna Luska. 56-20 Panther lead. Jordan Serio, 55 seconds left, third quarter. Susan McLean finds Rachel Broadland, finds Lauren Rita, chooses not to shoot. Jordan Serio with a long three-point attempt, no good, rattled out of there by Jenna Lusko. Connellsville again, quickly into the forecourt. 35 seconds left, third quarter rather. Jenna Lusko again, looks like it might have been blocked. One of the Panthers got a piece of that one. 30 seconds now. Susan McLean gets it right back outside. Jordan Serio. Rachel Brunel, look, she saw Rachel Starr hit it for the bucket, threw it just behind her. And out of bounds. Turnover sends the ball over to the Lady Falcons with 18 seconds left, third quarter. Neil Undergrove into the forecourt. Jessica Brooks takes the shot, blocked by Lauren Rita. Rachel Brunel comes down with it, back to Lauren Rita with the left hand up and in. Caught a lot of rim, but Lauren Rita, 7 points on the night for Lauren Rita, and the long three-pointer does not fall for Connellsville. Another interesting, exciting quarter for the Panthers. The third quarter ends 58 for the Panthers and 20 for the Connellsville Lady Falcons. Quick scoring summary for the Connellsville Lady Falcons. Number 13, Jessica Brooks, the junior, has 7, 3 buckets, including one gorgeous three-pointer. Jessica Luska, number 23, the senior, has 5, 2 buckets, and 1 for 3 from the line. 4 points for Ashlyn Fratto, number 32, but she has not scored since the first quarter. 2 points for Kelly Barco, number 12, she's a senior, and 2 points for number 10, Mia Lonegro, also hasn't scored since the first quarter. Jenna Luska is the only one in foul trouble for the ladies Falcons. She has 3. Only 1 personal foul that quarter. That was by Mia Lonegro.
Number 10, Amanda Vargo, and number 20, Anna Siegfried.
Meanwhile, for the Panthers, Taylor Gensler leads all Panther scores with 14 points after a big third quarter. 11 for Grace Highland, number 23. She is currently in the training room. We have not seen her back on the bench since she got hit in a collision not too long ago. And 11 points for Tori Bishop. No foul trouble for the Panthers. Rachel Broadland is the only one who had 1 in the third quarter. She's got 2. Rachel Starr has 2. Lauren Rita has 2. Shot put up by Mia Lonegro for Connellsville. No good. Rebound. Rebounded by Jordan Serio. She moved her feet as she fell down, and the ball belongs to Connellsville. Jessica Brooks out to Mia Lonegro. Way out front, Panthers back to the man-to-man. Not tipped away by Jordan Serio. That's why when your coach says play with your hands up, that's why you do it, kids. You get the benefit of a steal sometime during the course of a game. Rachel Starr on to Rachel Broadland. Rachel Broadland finds. Nice pass to Anna Siegfried. That personal is on Jessica Brooks. That'll be her second team foul this half. And Anna Siegfried steps to the line for 2. And as a freshman, first time I've seen her play. And it sticks. She'll get a second one, but it sticks. Pinned between the rim and backboard. Nobody willing to go up and jump that one off the rim, so we'll get an extra ball and we'll see whether we can rescue that. Handled by an experienced official, and Anna Siegfried will get 1 more. You don't often see that on a free throw. Sometimes you see that on a shot from the side, but you don't often see that on a free throw. Backboard, same spot. She'll probably correct that in practice. She gets the ball right back. Rachel Broadland with that timely rebound. Rachel Broadland again with a spin move and the bucket.
Broadland for 2 for St. Clair.
It's Rachel Broadland's first 2 of the night. I did not see who that foul was on. Rachel Broadland rattles it home. Foul was on number 32, Ashlyn Fratto. That's her 3rd. 3 team fouls for the Lady Falcons. A little blocking foul by Anna Siegfried. Good defense, a little too aggressive, but that was as Jessica Brooks was trying to dribble that ball around her, out of bounds under their own basket. Mia Lonegro. 2-1-2 zone now. Shifting defense by the Panthers, and that one's up and in by Jenna Luska.
Jenna Luska, number 23.
First points of quarter number 4, and that ties over for the team lead in points at 7. Timeout called by Coach Ernie Kuntz. Panthers with a 61-22 lead right now, just over 6 minutes left in the contest. And the Panthers call a timeout. Not really concerned too much about strategy and keeping the Connellsville down. It's more like playing under control and setting the plays, running the plays, and making sure things don't get out of hand. We've got an entire brand spanking new team in there. There are no starters on the floor right now for the Panthers. Number 30, Stephanie Sortino, sophomore, on the floor for the Panthers. Number 20 is Anna Siegfried, freshman. Number 12, Jordan Serio, also a freshman. 35 is Rachel Starr. And number 10, Amanda Vargo, also a sophomore, on the floor for the Panthers. And it looks like the starting 5 are still on the floor for the Connellsville Lady Falcons. The only time they were off the floor was at the end of the first half, when Coach Thomas substituted 5 fresh players. Amanda Vargo gets it back to Rachel Starr. Man-to-man defense. Connellsville has not given up. They're still playing some tough defense here. 61-22, Panther lead. Stephanie Sortino dribbles to the basket, up off the glass, and it's in. And that one is going to be a 3-point play. Amanda Sortino's in the scorebook. And that one is on Jenna Lusko, rather. That's her fourth team foul. And that free throw rattles out, no good, by Stephanie Sortino. Connellsville with the ball. 5:40 left in this contest. Jenna Lusko with a move to the bucket, and in which she walks, was going to take the ball up. It ended up in the stomach of Rachel Starr. She ended up traveling with the ball. Turnover sends the ball right over to the Panthers. Jordan Serio bringing it up across the midcourt line. Jordan Serio, Amanda Vargo. Rachel Starr to the bucket. She probably could have gone right up with that, but she ended up passing to Amanda Vargo anyway. She gets it right back at a 3-point attempt, right at the front of the rim, no good. Mia Lonegro got that rebound, and it ends up. Who's going to end up with it? Looks like Jordan Serio ends up with it after all that futzing around on the floor. Jordan Serio ends up with it, and it's a personal foul.
With her second personal.
Fouls on Jessica Brooks, number 13. That's her second 5-team foul, and Jordan Serio shoots 2. First one is down. And Jordan Serio is in the scorebook. Her first point tonight. She gets a second, and that one is good. Pretty decent free throw shooting by the Panthers tonight. And let's help with this large lead. It's a two-pointer. She had her foot on the line. That's Mia Lonegro, but that is a 2-pointer, not a 3. 4:35 to go in the game. Lady Panthers, Amanda Vargo, Anna Siegfried. Stephanie Sortino takes the 3, rattles it off the front of the rim, and Jenna Lusko comes down with that rebound for Connellsville. Over to the near side, Mia Lonegro. Oh, well, that was an interesting pass, but unfortunately, Ashlyn Frata was standing out of bounds. Turnover sends the ball back to the Panthers halfway through.
Number 33, Katie Abriola.
And the final player off the St. Clair bench, Katie Abriola, number 33. So everybody from St. Clair has gotten in the game tonight. Anna Siegfried. Little push from behind. Katie Abriola had that ball, but she was pushed from behind by Ashlyn Fratto. That's her 4th personal. 16 fouls. And a timeout called by Coach Gary Thomas of the Connellsville Lady Falcons. That's a full timeout. Scoring this quarter for the Connellsville Lady Falcons, Mia Lonegro, the senior guard, has 2, 1 bucket, and Jenna Luska has the other one for 4 points so far this quarter for the Connellsville Lady Falcons. For the Panthers, it's 2 points for Stephanie Sortino, 3 for Rachel Broadland, 1 bucket and 1 for 1 from the line. She completed a 3-point play, and 2 free throws for Jordan Serio. Everybody's getting some floor experience, though, tonight. That's a good thing. You like to have the chance to see everybody get on the floor and everybody play. Leading all scorers is still Taylor Gensler for the Lady Panthers. We don't expect to see her probably the rest of the night. She's got 14, 11 for Grace Highland, who still is in the trainer's room. Oh, no, she is back on the bench. I don't see a bandage. So she seems to be in pretty good shape, but now we'll see her play the rest of tonight. Tori Bishop also in there with 11. Haley Lohman, the junior guard, with 5. Susan McLean with 5. Lauren Rita has 7. So the scoring has been spread out for the Panthers. 11 scores in the scorebook tonight. Amanda Vargo looking for help bringing it in, and she sends it right over to Mia Lonegro for Connellsville. 65-24. Panthers lead. 3:20 left in the game. Pretty good drive to the hoop that time by Jessica Brooks. Didn't bring much. Panthers rebounded it, and more mixing it up on the floor, and that will be a personal foul, and that should probably do it for Jenna Luska. That's going to be her 5th foul. But she really didn't have to do that. She's competitive. I know she's going after that ball, but that was the 5th foul, and it results in a 1-and-1. It'll be bonus free throws for the Lady Panthers. On the floor is number 15, Taylor Napalillo.
Number 15, Taylor Napalillo.
And Anna Siegfried goes to the line shooting 2. Drains the first one. She's the one that got the ball stuck between the rim and backboard a minute ago. But she drains that one with no problem. Second one. Nice and high. Switches them both through. Two points on the night for Anna Siegfried. Mail on the girl over to the left side. That's Kelly Barco. Rattles off the rim. Shot by Ashlyn Frado. No good. Rebounded by Katie Abriola. Panthers have it now. There's Jordan Sirio bringing it across the half-court line. Stephanie Sortino. Amanda Vargo looking for help. Connellsville is still playing a tight man-to-man defense. 2:35 to go now. 67-24 Panthers. Amanda Vargo steps back from 3 and drains it. Amanda Vargo in the scorebook. Is that everybody who has not scored? Katie Abriola has not. She's the only one who has not scored. Everybody for the Panthers in the scorebook except Katie Abriola, and she just came on the floor. Pretty good ball work by Connellsville. 2 minutes now to go in the game, and timeout called by Coach Thomas one more time.
Timeout Connellsville.
That's pretty amazing. Everybody is in the scorebook for the Panthers with the exception of Katie Abriola. She's only been on the floor for a couple of minutes. Yeah, I don't see that very often, but it is a team effort for the Panthers tonight. And there's Mike Vano over on the other side, still working his charges, because these are the inexperienced players who are on the floor right now, the sophomores and freshmen. He wants to make sure they know their assignments and that they know what they're doing. No foul trouble for the Panthers still. There's only been two team fouls this half. Lauren Rita has 2, Rachel Starr and Rachel Brolin, none of whom is on the floor right now. So except for that second quarter when the Panthers piled up a ton of personal fouls, it has been a clean game. The officials have basically let them play, called the obvious stuff. Mia Lonegro now with the ball, bringing it in for Connellsville. 2 minutes now left in the game. Mia Lonegro in the lane, up off the glass, no good. Rebounded by Katie Abriola. Foul, I think, is on Mia Lonegro. Indeed, a foul is on Mia Lonegro. That's her second. 8 team fouls, which means here's Katie Abriola's chance to get in the scorebook. She stands at the free throw line for a 1-and-1.
Number 33, Katie Abriola.
And that does it. Everybody, the entire squad, is in the scorebook tonight for the Panthers. Katie Abriola will get her second bonus free throw. That one's down too. Excellent free throw shooting tonight for the Panthers, and it's a 72-24 lead with 1:45 left in the game. Connellsville still working the ball. There's a blocking foul. That'll be on Jordan Sirio. That'll be her first. 3rd team foul.
On number 12, Jordan Sirio.
And we seem to have kicked in a mercy rule. The clock is running while the play is stopped. 1:30 to go now, 72-24, and a two-pointer, only two, but it is a bucket by Jessica Brooks. Leading scorer for Connellsville, she has 9. And Siegfried gets it out to Amanda Vargo, rattles it in and out. Rebound and put right back up by Katie Abriola, but it's run out of there by Connellsville. Just a minute to go now in the game, 72-26 Panthers. A left-handed shot off the rim, no good. Rebounded again by Connellsville, up and in, and a nice scoop shot. Very nice spin shot by Jordan Brooks again. 11 points for Jessica Brooks now. And it's Siegfried with the ball. Dribbles out of trouble. Still a tight man-to-man defense by Connellsville. Up and off the rim, no good. By Stephanie Sortino. Got her on rebound, put her right back up, but Connellsville's down with it now. 30 seconds to go. Mia Sortino gives it off. The left-handed shot by Kelly Barco, no good. Jordan Syria with a rebound. Brings it into the forecourt with 20 seconds remaining in the game. Looks like the Panthers will just play out the string here with 11 seconds to go now. 72-28. To the bucket off the glass and no good by Stephanie Sortino. That one, I believe, is on Ashlyn Fratto. And that'll be 5 for her. She'll take a spot on the bench. Stephanie Sortino marches up to the line for a couple of attempts.
Lauren Harvey, number 30 in the game for Connellsville.
Number 30 for Connellsville steps in. That's Lauren Harvey. She's a freshman. She'll get 4 seconds of work in the scorebook. Rattles off the front of the rim, no good by Stephanie Sortino. She'll get one more. It's up and it's down. Stephanie Sortino will finish off with 3 points. Mia Lonegro across the timeline. Last shot up and no good. And this game ends on the plus side for the Panthers. They come away with a strong win against Section 1 Connellsville, 73-28, and the Panthers now go to 3-2 on the season. Still 1-0 in section, and there's a lot more to come. This is only opening night. We'll be back here Monday night when the Panthers play again. We're glad you were with us tonight, everybody. My name is Kevin McGahey, and we'll be all season long. Bobby Reynolds has been the videographer tonight. We're glad you were with us. Watch all season long on Cable 7, everybody. Thanks for watching, and good night.